What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at two of Elgato's new 4K capture cards. We have the 4K Pro as well as the 4KX. I'm going to try to make this video as easy as possible for you guys to understand and pretty much just explain some of the differences between these two capture cards and let you know which one may be best for your situation depending on your needs. Let's talk about the similarities between the two capture cards as well. They both feature HDMI 2.1. They both allow you to capture 4K 60. They both allow you to capture up to 1080p 240 as well, so that's pretty crazy if you really need some super slow-mo gameplay or footage captured. And then they also both allow you to pass through 4K 60. Talking about some of the differences, and this is where this video is going to start to go off on a little bit of a tangent just to get a little bit more nitty-gritty. The 4K Pro is going to be your internal capture card that you plug into your PC's PCIe slot, basically just like one of the slots that your graphics card goes into. You don't need the full one. You can use the one at the bottom of your PC and you're pretty much good to go. And the 4KX is going to be your portable USB 3 capture card that does have a lot of the same functionality, but there are again going to be some key differences. I do want to mention that if you are going to use the 4KX, definitely want to use the USB-C cable that Elgato provides for you, just because that one is rated for the speed and you're not going to have any connection issues. There is only a $50 difference in the price between these cards. Depending on what you need, it may be worth it to go with the 4KX over the 4K Pro. So with the Elgato 4K Pro, it allows up to 8K 60 pass-through. Personally, I don't have a monitor like that, but if you do, I mean, that's fantastic. That sounds like a mind-blowing experience. But 8K 60, 4K 240, 4K 60, and 1080p 60 is allowed pass-throughs on the Elgato 4K Pro. Pass-through on the Elgato 4KX is going to be 1080p 60, 4K 60, and 4K 144. So if you are gaming on console or PC up to 144 FPS, the 4KX will actually work well for you with the pass-through variable refresh rate support as well. And that's really nice that both capture cards have that, so that you don't get those torn flames so that you don't get those torn frames in your gameplay, and you can keep buttery smooth gameplay as well on both fronts for your recording as well as your gameplay. Let's get into the HDR recording, because this is where things start to change a little bit. So if you are going to be recording HDR 60 recording, not pass through, but recording HDR 60, the 4K Pro is the one that you're going to want to go for. The 4KX can record 1440p 60 in HDR, but they both can capture HDR up to 120 FPS in 1080p resolution. That is going to be the same on both capture cards. And for pass-through, they also allow HDR10 as well. Another good thing about the 4KX is that if you are playing on console and you typically get your headset audio through your 3.5mm jack, you can actually use a splitter and grab the audio coming from your controller and mix that into your recording as well. So if you have like chat moments and whatnot in Xbox or Discord party chat coming through your consoles, coming through your controller's 3.5mm jack, you have that possibility to actually capture that with the 4KX, not the 4K Pro. Both of these work great with OBS and Elgato's own software as well. And the nice part about these capture cards is that you can actually have your live stream going in OBS and capture a clean gameplay feed with that app while you're running your stream in OBS. So you can have your pre-mixed stream live to YouTube, and then you can have your ultra high quality gameplay saved from Elgato's capture utility simultaneously. More or less, if you are going to be capturing 4K 60 SDR, not HDR, the 4KX will work just fine for you. If you're planning on doing a lot of HDR stuff that I know is like popping up in terms of like compatibility on YouTube, and I know editing that is a whole nother workflow as well, and just record in 1440p and then render your video in 4K, that works too. The difference between 1440p and 4K is probably not going to be that big of a difference, especially if you're looking to have the modularity and portability of the 4KX. If you don't mind your capture card being inside of your PC, like if you're not using a laptop or a Mac to do your capturing, then the 4K Pro is going to be the ideal situation. So I would recommend you go with that. if you're using a desktop PC and you're just looking for the absolute king of capture cards. Also, these work great for my vloggers that like to have, you know, just one place where they sit and record videos, and they usually have like a camera propped up just like this, more or less. It makes it super efficient. You can record your videos in OBS, use like pretty much any high-end modern day camera that can shoot 4K 60 or even higher, like a Sony a7S. This supports that fully, and you can get really good footage out of it as well, and a super easy, clean setup. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Let me know which of these two interests you most and why in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.